Under the direction of Dennis Brooks.
Welcome back to the gym here for the guys contest between the Bennington Bulldogs and Minneapolis Lions on December 7th, 2017, the day of infamy. Both squads are 0-1, so looking for their first wins of the season. Halstead having lost to Bennington having lost to Halstead 56-39, while the Lions lost to Solomon 50-42 last Tuesday night. Here's our lineups. Scott Oshman.
For the Bennington Bulldogs, a 5'9", a 5'10" senior, number 5, J.J. Allen. For Minneapolis, number 4, he is a junior, 5'9", Derek Peschel. For Bennington, a 5'11" senior, Ryan Stanley. For Minneapolis, a sophomore starting out tonight, number 11, Derek Friel.
And for Bennington, a 6'2" junior, number 13, Will Oldham.
For Bennington, a 6'2" junior, Will Oldman.
A 5'8" senior, number 12.
For Minneapolis, a 5'8" senior, Trent Brubaker. For the Bennington Bulldogs, a 5'9" senior, number 22, Devin File.
And
For Minneapolis, number 21, 6' senior, Trayvon Thomas. For Bennington, he's a 6'10" senior, number 31, Josh Juneman. And for Minneapolis, number 30, he's a junior, 6'2", number 30, Caden McCulloch.
He's all of 6'10", isn't he, Scott?
Yeah, and it's interesting, when I was talking to Jay Macy had watched the Bennington and Halstead game, and Halstead has a 6'10" kid, and they said the Halstead kid's bigger than the Bennington kid. So one of them's probably truly 6'10", and one of them's not. So, but either way, they said the Halstead kid was. He said it may have been his hair, but I don't think so. So we'll know tomorrow night.
Bennington has won the last 2 games in a row by score 69-45 last year and 53-49 2 years ago. So here on the home court in the old gym, the Lions need to get on track tonight and try to get back on the winning side against Bennington, get their first win of the year in doing so.
Minneapolis in their home white and Bennington in their black. I think this is the first start for the sophomore Derek Friel.
I believe so.
Trayvon can jump. He got the tip, but Bennington there to pick it up.
And we get the steal. Oh, Trayvon almost comes away with it, and
now Juneman picks it up.
Turned over. So passing around a couple times, and it's back to Bennington. Bennington with the basketball as Allen's with the ball on the outside. He's guarded by Friel in a man. Allen rolls the right-hand side, picks his dribble up. Did not pick his dribble up, still going with the left hand. Shot is up and good by number 5, J.J. Allen.
A deuce.
And guys, if he has a breakaway, he can dunk the ball. Caden McCulloch for 3, up and good. As Caden hits the 3 from the left-hand side as he hits an early outside shot. Nice to start out with a 3 by Caden.
Yes.
3-2, Minneapolis with the lead. Ball on the outside to File, back to Oldham, back to Stanley. Stanley on the left-hand side. He's worked by Trayvon Thomas, switched over. J.J. Allen for 3, puts it up, off the mark. Rebounded by Oldham in the paint, up and good. Derek Friel with the ball back the other direction, and it's stolen away. Back in the hands of J.J. Allen. Allen with the basketball, goes down low to Stanley. Stanley's up and good as they work the fast break and get the bucket to fall. 6-3, Bennington with the lead. Ball goes cross court to Trayvon Thomas. Thomas with the basketball, back to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Thomas at the top of the key. Works his way in, up, and it's off the glass. No good. Rebounded by File. File with the basketball. He will bring it down. Crosses the timeline. File on the left-hand side. Back to Allen. Allen looks at a 3. He drives in. Puts it up. No good. And it's rebounded by him, but fouled by McCulloch. Caden McCulloch with the foul. First personal foul, first team foul. J.J. Allen will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot is up, and it's good. The 5'10" senior for Bennington, pretty solid basketball player there, Mike. Second shot is up, and no good. Rebounded by Friel. Friel back to McCulloch as McCulloch will come back the other direction. Back to Friel. Friel at the top of the key. Picks it up, gets it back to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Brubaker. Brubaker on the right-hand side. Picks up the dribble, gets it back to Trayvon. Thomas down low. They try to go over the top of the 6'10" guy, and no good. Shot is up and good by Thomas.
He was able to retrieve that loose ball.
Nice one-hand runner there by Trayvon. The big guy out on top. Didn't
Stanley
have to contend with that height.
down low. It goes to Juneman. Juneman gets the bucket down low. Ball goes back to Brubaker. Brubaker on the outside. Back to Thomas. Thomas, top of the key. And he will have it swatted away. It will stay with Minneapolis. It's kind of a mismatch there. It's kind of a mismatch anywhere, but
Anywhere.
so Cooper Berry checks in for the Lions, first sub for either squad. Ball goes back in the corner to McCulloch. He'll take the 3. It's up. It's no good. And rebounded by Stanley. Stanley back the other direction as he goes in. Oh, they call a block on McCulloch, and Stanley will get the and 1.
It's on Brubaker.
Yeah. Sorry, did I say? Sorry about that. Ryan Stanley will get the and 1 here. Shot is up, and it is good. Ryan Stanley, a senior, gets the bucket. Back he goes the other direction. Pichel with the basketball, 12-5. Bennington with the lead. Friel drives in. Cooper Berry rebounds down low. Back out to Brubaker, and it's stolen away. And he tries to dunk, but he can't get it.
Yeah, you said he could stuff it, and he just got a little bit too far under.
Yeah, he can. And
yep,
so,
I bet he can.
So
he can elevate.
Ball goes back to Pichel. Pichel on the outside, on the right-hand side. They look down to Berry, has nothing. Pulls it back out, gets it back to Cooper, back on the right-hand side. Into McCulloch. McCulloch on the right, just inside the three-point range. Still has his dribble, pulls around, gets it back out to Pichel. Derek Pichel drives in, back to Brubaker. Brubaker will roll in. Shot in the lane, up and good off the glass. 12-7, Trent Brubaker gets the bucket. 3:58 left to go here in the first quarter. Allen with the basketball for the Bulldogs. JJ rolls into the paint, goes in, and he's going to be fouled by McCulloch.
Well, it's his second.
Second personal on Caden, as Mike said. Bennington will get in. Skylar Pifo looks like getting ready to come in, and for Minneapolis, Trayvon Thomas. J.J. Allen misses the first one, as well as Isaiah Sherbert.
Meckel played well the other night at Solomon, I thought.
You know, I thought he did too.
Poised for his age.
Yep. Second shot coming for Allen is up, and it's short and rebounded by Thomas. Trayvon gets the basket. He will basketball, comes on the right-hand side, and off the glass and good. Nice job by Trayvon. High off the glass, but he gets it to roll in. Allen with the basketball for the Bulldogs. 12-9. Isaiah, tight defense, playing it well. Gets the ball back out to Oldham. Oldham back to File. File with the basketball. He'll drive in, kicks it back out to Allen. Allen will drive in. Oh, nice pass down low, and it's good by Ryan Stanley.
Nice pass.
Great pass by Allen, and he feeds him well. 14-9 Bennington. Back to the outside it goes, into the hands of Meckel. Meckel back to Brubaker for three. Shot is up, and it's good. Brubaker hits a three. Didn't see that the other night. Nice job by Trent Brubaker to go ahead and pull that trigger and get it to fall.
I've not seen that much at all, period, in his career. So,
2:58, 14-12. Minneapolis within two. Allen with the basketball. They try to run about everything through Allen. Stanley's going to drive, kicks it down. Oldham from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas with the basketball. Trayvon on the right-hand side. He brings it down, gets it back to Sherbert. Sherbert back to Brubaker. He's going to take another three. No good. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. And it'll be off of White. It'll be Bennington's basketball.
that one was almost there.
Pifo checks in. For the Bulldogs. Foul will run the point guard for them. As he works the ball right to left. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Odom. Odom back over to Pifo. Pifo on the right-hand side. Pifo a senior as well. Senior-laden team. There's a lot of seniors on this team for the Bulldogs. And back to Stanley, back to File. File to Pifo. Pifo back to Odom for three, off the mark, and good rebound by File, just down low, right place at the right time, and gets a rebound and the easy putback. 16-12.
Yeah, very good position there.
Sherbert with the basketball. He will set it up. Back to Thomas. Thomas on the left-hand side. Back to Barry. Barry back to Brubaker, and he's going to travel with it. Turnover. And it'll go back to Bennington. Checking in for Bennington. Kagan Watson, another senior. So, you know, we talked about I just said that the senior-laden team, and just looking at this as far as how many seniors they got, and they're the ones that are playing. So, ball goes on the outside. In the Pifo, down low to Stanley, and there's going to be a foul on Cooper Thompson. Or Cooper Berry. Sorry, Cooper.
I think both of them lost their footing, but Berry was leaning on him, and yeah, he rolled the ankle.
Number 33, Gaten Hill. Back in for Bennington, number 5, J.J. Allen.
16-12 the score, 1:23 remaining in the quarter. Bennington with the 4-point lead.
Ball goes to the top of the key, back over it goes to Pifo. Pifo back to Allen, who checked back in. Allen with the ball guarded by Pichel. Now Friel.
He's shifty, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Ball goes to Stanley at the top. Back to Allen. Allen now is picked up by Trent Meckel. Back it goes on the outside to Watson. Watson will drive in, and no bucket, but he does get the foul, and he will go to the line.
Foul Minneapolis, number 21, Trayvon Thomas, his first. Shooting 2, number 34, Angel Watson.
Shot is up and no good as he misses the first one. 16-12. Just 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Juneman checks back in. Tegan Watson has another shot coming here. Shot is up, and it is good as he drains nothing but net on that one, 17-12. Meckel with the basketball. Back to Friel. Friel, and he's going to get fouled by Pifo. Wow, that's their first foul. That's interesting. So, Friel will inbounds for the Lions underneath their own bucket. Minneapolis sets into a box. They roll it back out, back to Brubaker. Brubaker drives in, up and no good, and rebounded by Juneman. Back to Watson. Allen drives in and good, gets a little floater. The guy can just hang in the air and move his body around and gets the fall.
He can't elevate.
And the turnover goes back in the hands of Bennington, then rebounded by Minneapolis. Friel gets the rebound, but then they tie him up. It'll stay with the Lions. 21.8 seconds left, 19-12, Bennington with the lead. Ball goes on the outside. Gets it down low to Meckel. Meckel in the paint, no good. Nice job by Gaten Heald. Back to Friel for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Allen. 6 seconds, and that shot will not count. And that's the end of the first quarter. So Bennington 19, Minneapolis 12, and we'll be back with second quarter action. You're listening to EU Communication Channel 20, your voice of the Minneapolis Lions. We'll be right back.
Remember the delay up at Beloit, wasn't it? We waited for the backboard.
Yeah, I do. J.J. Allen with the basketball for the Bulldogs as he's guarded by Brubaker. Brubaker tips it away, but Allen keeps it. Allen will roll back the top of the key. Minneapolis switches off as Pichel's on him now. Back over here to Odom. Odom down low to Stanley. Stanley in the paint. And it's stolen away by Trayvon Thomas. Thomas with the can't get it to fall. And there's going to be a foul back the other direction on Derek Friel. Minneapolis misses a couple easy shots right there, as we had a little bit of issue with that the other night, guys. As
yes, we did.
Couldn't hit some breakaway layups, and we're faced with that just right here as well. Ball goes into the hands of Allen, back to Odom, back to File. File for threes off the mark and rebounded by Cooper Berry. Cooper Berry back to Derek Friel. Friel with the basketballs. He'll work the ball back to Berry. Top of the key is Cooper Berry as they work the offense. Back it goes to Pichel. Pichel on the left-hand side as he will set it up. Gets it back to Cooper Berry. Berry back here. Minneapolis patient on the outside trying to work it, and we have a cutter going and no one there. Bennington will bring it down. 6:45 left to go in the first half. Stanley with the basketball. Back to Odom. Odom back to Allen. Allen goes down low to Juneman. Juneman off the glass and good.
Soft hands, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. It's kind of hard not to. How do you defend that? So,
you can't. If he gets positioned up like that and they get him the ball,
right?
Katie bar the door.
Yep. 21-12 in the second quarter. We'll be back. You're listening to EO Communication Channel 20. Welcome back.
It rhymed.
Welcome back to Minneapolis, Kansas. Trayvon Thomas with the basketball. Oh, goes in the paint. No good. Rebounded by the big guy, Juneman. Back the other direction. And a kick. Nice hustle by Brubaker. But it'll stay with Bennington.
50-50 chance we might have got that. I don't know. Did we actually kick it?
I don't remember seeing it.
I didn't either.
So, timeout called by Bennington. We will take one with them. You're listening to EU Communication Channel 20. Minneapolis trails 21-12, 6:24 left to go in the first half. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Kansas. Bennington with the basketball at inbounds. Ryan Stanley to pull the trigger. Gets it in the corner to Oldham. Oldham guarded by Peschel. Cross court to File. File takes the shot and rebounded by the Bulldogs. J.J. Allen. Oh, no call. And rebounded by McCulloch. Peschel with the basketball. And he goes in, no good. Rebounded by Oldham. Back the other direction it goes into Allen. Allen back to Stanley. Stanley, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas back the other direction. 5:47 left to go here in the first half. 21-12, Bennington with the lead.
It's a track meet.
Peschel with the basketball on the left-hand side. Back it goes to Thomas. Thomas back to Friel. Friel tries to the right, goes in, and he will get clobbered. Nice job by Friel to take it to the big guy. Only the first foul on the 6'10". Friel will go to the line to shoot two here. Shot is up, and it's no good. Sherbert and Cooper Berry checking in for Peschel and Thomas. And Skylar Pifo checks in for Ryan Stanley for the Bulldogs. Misses the second one as well, but rebounded by Sherbert. Back to Friel. Friel back to Brubaker as we go to set this one up. Sherbert back to Berry. Berry back, tips out of his hands back to Friel. Friel will drive, pulls it back down. Goes to the backdoor cut and up to Berry in the lane and swatted away. Oh, hey, we got away with one right there. Oh, okay. I thought they called that on Juneman, and I'm thinking, oh.
Well, Juneman thought so too for a minute. He's looking at the coach like, what did I do
Too
wrong?
far away.
So it's kind of hard to get a foul on that big guy. So Cooper Berry to shoot twos off the back of the rim. So guys, we're leaving some points on the floor here. 21-12. We have yet to score here in the second quarter. Second shot is up, and it's no good. It misses them both. Juneman with the basketball. Back it goes to Allen. Allen will set it up for the Bulldogs. So he goes left to right. Back to Juneman at the top of the key. Back where it goes to File. File back to Allen. Allen will take the little runner in the lane and gets from the left-hand side, gets to the ball.
He's a good shot. I mean, pull up
he
and
is.
hit that little 8-10 footer, that in between her.
Ball goes back to Sherbert. Sherbert back to Berry. Berry back to Brubaker. Brubaker as they were working around. 4:27 left to go here in the first half. Meckel back to Berry. Back it goes to Brubaker. Back to Meckel for three. He's off the mark and rebounded by. And that's going to be a foul on Trayvon Thomas. Sherbert. Okay. So that's right. Trayvon's on in.
Got the bucket. Allen.
Allen's good. Missed a player coming in for the Bulldogs, and that is a junior 5'11" Kyle Shipley.
Shooting one for Bennington, number 5, J.J. Allen.
First one is up, and it's no good. As that was not a shooting foul.
Yeah, it was.
He missed them both?
No, he just shot one.
No, he made the basket.
Oh, he made the basket.
Made the
Okay,
basket.
thank you. I missed that. So
Backcourt.
turnover by the Lions, 25-12. Thank you for correcting me on that, guys. Cooper Berry comes back out as Trayvon Thomas comes back in. Ball goes down low to Shipley. Shipley back to Juneman, back to File. File back to Shipley. Shipley will drive in, and he's not afraid to pull the trigger, never has been, and it will be off the mark. Rebounded by, out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Bennington, Minneapolis basketball. Brubaker with the basketball. Picks it up, gets it down low to Thomas. Thomas in the paint. No, has it blocked away. Picked up by McCulloch. In the paint, up and good. Nice pass by McCulloch to Thomas, and you got to get creative when you're down line like that, and Caden did, threw it around the body, and right there it was Trayvon Thomas to put it in. Minneapolis finally gets some points in the second quarter. 25-14, 2:46 left to go. No call, and rebounded by Brubaker, gets it up to Thomas. Thomas up and good. Nice job, Trayvon Thomas, as he gets the bucket to fall. And he will go to the line for the and one. Nice job by Trayvon.
Shooting one for Minneapolis is number 21, Trayvon Thomas. Back into the lineup.
So Brubaker comes out, and comes in as Derek Friel. Thomas at the line for the and one here. And it's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Juneman.
We've missed a ton of free throws.
Have we made a free throw yet?
No.
Okay. It's 25-16. We'll have that stat to talk about at the half, but right now, File with the basketball, back to Oldham, back to Shipley for three, up and it's good. And he hits the outside three. Back it goes into the hands of McCulloch down in the paint, pulls it back out. As he drives in, and no foul. Back the other direction, it goes to Stanley, and he gets the bucket. 30-16, Bennington with the lead. Back it goes in the paint. Great pass by Caden. Caden is seeing the floor well, a pass of the ball, and he saw, once again, Thomas down low. Trayvon's.
Juneman came out to guard him.
Yeah.
Left that bucket open.
So,
yeah, drew the big guy away from the basket. He's done that a couple times now. Caden with a nice pass. Trayvon.
Great job by Friel as he gets a block right there on Oldham. Back it goes, stolen away by File. Back the direction it goes. And there should be a walk, no call.
Traveling big time.
Back it goes to Meckel. 1:08 left to go here in the first half, 30-18. Meckel with the basketball, has nothing. Gets it back to Friel. Friel looks at a three, goes back out to Peschel. Peschel back on the right-hand side. He'll take the three, he's open, and he drains it. Nice job, Derek Peschel. Derek is one of those kids that you leave him wide open, he will hit it. He can hit it, and he was wide open. Nice job, Derek Peschel. 9-point deficit, 38 seconds left. Minneapolis trying to claw back into this. Ball goes back out to Shipley. Shipley with the basketball, guarded by Friel. Back it goes to File. 26 seconds left as they will let Bennington work for the last shot. And they will File directing traffic there. Gets it back to Shipley. Shipley, nice job. Oh, nearly stolen away. It's kicked. It's kept alive by Oldham. He'll take the long shot. No good. Over the back. Oh, yes. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas to go up and get that rebound, and he's clobbered. There will be a foul. He's hit hard. Nice job by Trayvon.
No shooting foul.
No, not a shooting foul, no free throws. Just the 15th foul. Let it.
Just an arm bar.
Good hustle kept the Dogs from getting another shot. 2.4 seconds remaining.
He got drilled.
Caden McCulloch has it. He's got time. Oh, doesn't get it off in time. So
At the half, it's Bennington
30 to 21.
21.
So at the half, Minneapolis trails 30 to 21. And we will have some stats here for the second half here in just a second. You're listening to Eagle Communication, Channel 20, your voice of the Minneapolis Lions. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Minneapolis, Kansas, Minneapolis High School, as the Minneapolis Lions trail in-county rival Bennington Bulldogs. You know, guys, it's really not a rival. We've played Bennington over the years. It's tough because we're only 15 or 10 miles apart. These kids know each other. They played ball together. But Bennington's had our number the last couple years. And they so far have our number to start this game, 30 to 21. Mike, I'll let you run through some stats.
First half scoring for Minneapolis, Caden McCulloch has 3. Trayvon Thomas is leading Minneapolis in scoring with 10. Trent Brubaker has 5. Derek Fischel has 3. And that rounds out the scoring. Minneapolis was 0 for 5 from the charity stripe. Did not make a free throw. For Bennington, their free throw shooting was a little bit better. They made 3 out of 8.
Yeah.
If you want to count that as good. Allen led Bennington in scoring with 9. Stanley also had 9. Oldham had 2. File had 2. Ginneman had 4. And he does play rather well around the basket. He's got soft hands, and the shot he took down low, a little bit off balance, but it's nice shot off the glass and in.
He's better than he was last year by far.
And Watson had 1 point. Shipley off the bench with a big 3. Rounds out the scoring for Bennington. And it should be about 30 to 21.
His presence there underneath the backboard on defense is a massive inhibition.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. By quarters, they outscored us 19 to 12 in the first. As I said, things got a little bit better for us in the second quarter, even though we started out real slow. They outscored us 11 to 9 for the 9-point halftime lead.
You know, I felt like Bennington's a different ball team than Solomon. I felt like we passed the ball a little bit better tonight, especially considering the presence of the 6'10" guy underneath. We've had some good passes that's allowed us to score some buckets in the paint. We're still not scoring a lot from the outside, but you know, having that option, Trayvon's working hard down low. It'll be interesting. So, interesting to see what they can do in the second half. So
I thought we played better against Solomon than we are tonight. We just haven't played well.
In the first half.
Oh, yeah.
If you talk first half.
Yeah, not the second half.
Yeah. I felt like the first half we played better than the second half against Solomon, but first half, you're right. We played like a team in the first half, and so.
All right, well, we'll be back with second half action. See if the Lions can mount a comeback.
Welcome back to Minneapolis High School. Dale Leach, Mike Perry, and myself, Scott Osherman, here as the Minneapolis Lions trail to the Bennington Bulldogs, 30 to 21 here in the first half action, or after the first half. Dale, I had a question asked by my mother. When is the replay on Channel 20? Do you know?
It will most probably be over Saturday.
On Saturday.
Kind of the history I've seen what they're doing.
Okay.
I have uploaded the Tuesday games. See if I can't get at least one of these games uploaded before Fridays. During the night, while I'm sleeping.
Peschel inbounds the ball to Brubaker. Brubaker gets it off, and we turn it over. So same starting lineup for both squads, it looks like. And Bennington will bring it down to set it up. J.J. Allen with the basketball. He's got a younger brother, Javon, that's a pretty good athlete as well. He's just a sophomore. Hasn't seen the court yet, but pretty good ball player. Back on the outside it goes to File, and he hits a three. One of the things that I noticed with Bennington, they've got some kids that can shoot from the outside.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Scott, an uncontested shot is much easier to make than a guy in your face, and that was uncontested. He was wide open.
Easily. So 33-21, 7:30 left to go. Foul was on File. Ball will be inbounds to Friel, down low to Thomas. Great job by Trayvon Thomas, working the big guy there, Mike. That did a nice job of working around him.
Quick step, got by him.
Stanley with the basketball, back to Odom. Odom back on the outside to File. Another three. This one's off the mark, and that's going to be over the back.
Foul on Bennington, number 13, Will.
And the foul's called on Oldham. First personal foul. Of course, Oldham went over the top of Peschel, and 6'3" versus 5'9". It's easy to, you know, it's easy for an official to say over the back. So McCulloch with the basketball, back to Friel. Friel back to Brubaker. Brubaker in the corner. Rolls around the top, sets it up. Gets it back to Thomas. Thomas with the basketball. Back it goes to Peschel. Peschel back to Friel. Friel on the right-hand side. Gets it down low to Thomas. And that's going to be
foul on McCulloch.
McCulloch, yeah.
Foul on Minneapolis, number 30,
Quick jumper.
Thought that was going to go in.
I did too. Just a little bit too hard off the glass. I've got McCulloch with 3.
That's what scoreboard shows as well. File with the basketball. Gets it over to Stanley. Stanley back to Oldham, back to File. File will drive in. And there, nice job by Trayvon Thomas as he takes the charge. And foul is on File. Second personal foul on File. And Pifo will check in for him. Brubaker gets it to Thomas. Thomas crosses the timeline. Back to Brubaker. Brubaker to set it up. 6 minutes left. Friel. Back to McCulloch. 33-23. 10-point deficit. Thomas back it goes. Nice job.
No. That was
oh,
tipped.
no.
That was tipped. That was tipped. That's not a very good call. Tipped by Bennington. Touched by Bennington,
yep.
So it should still been
Minneapolis basketball.
Good ball.
J.J. Allen with the basketball, guarded by, nice job by Brubaker. Tips the ball, and he'll stay with Allen. He'll take the shot in the lane, no good. And up is Juneman as he easily gets that rebound and puts it back up.
6 points for the big guy. Quite a few blocked shots and altered shots.
McCulloch down low to Thomas. Thomas in the paint. And it's blocked by Juneman. Back to Pifo. Oh, nice job by McCulloch and stolen away by Thomas. Thomas back the other direction. And up and good is Friel. Nice job by Thomas. Great finish by Friel. Good hands by the defense. Transition gets some points. 35-25. J.J. Allen with the basketball. Allen. And there's going to be a nice job. I was going to say it's a turnover by the Bulldogs. So Spencer Davidson checks in, as well as Isaiah Sherbert and Trent Meckel. Goes down to Spencer. Spencer in the paint. Gets it back out. In up is good is Brubaker, as Brubaker gets a floater in the lane, gets it to fall. Minneapolis within 8, 35-27. 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. Allen back to Pifo. Pifo in the corner, back to Allen. Allen on the outside, looks down to Juneman, nothing. Gets it down. Oh, it's nearly stolen away. Oldham with the, and there's a foul on Oldham as he takes out McCulloch in the paint. McCulloch had position on the rebound. Kind of just a tough one where you come down. And second personal foul on Oldham. Foul comes back in for Pifo. Lions with the basketball. McCulloch crosses the timeline, guarded by Stanley, back to Spencer Davidson. Spencer back to Meckel. Meckel back to Sherbert on the outside, back down low to Spencer in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Juneman, back to Allen. Allen. Oh, that's
foul.
Yeah. So Brubaker takes the charge. I'm glad, but I'm kind of shocked on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that call.
But hey, we'll take it. Back it goes into the hands of Davidson, back to Brubaker. Brubaker on the outside. And a high off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, loses a shoe.
Comes right out of his shoe, didn't he?
And from Minneapolis, number 21, Trayvon Thomas.
Thomas checks in for McCulloch. So timeout called by Bennington.
Timeout Bennington. It'll be a full timeout.
3:37 to go here in the third quarter. Bennington 35, Minneapolis 27. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Minneapolis High School as Sherbert inbounds for the Lions. They get it into Brubaker. Brubaker on the outside. Guarded tightly there. Picked up. Gets it back to Davidson. Back to Thomas. Thomas back to. Keeps it himself. Oh, nice job, Trayvon Thomas. Trayvon having a great night tonight, and he gets his, I believe, his 14th point. Maybe it's just his 12th. Nice job by Trayvon.
Took it right to the big fella.
I've got him with 14.
So back it goes on the outside in the hands of Allen. Allen back to Stanley. Stanley, they work it around. Gets it down low. Oh, great pass down low. Up and good is Juneman. Feed the post, and the post is successful.
High-low post. You got a high post guy that can pass, and you got a 6'10" guy under the basket. Why not?
Absolutely. Thomas from the free throw line is up, and it's in and out. And picked up by Oldham, back to Allen. 37-29, 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. And blocked out of bounds.
Good block.
It'll stay with Bennington.
Hands were straight. Yeah, the hands were straight up there. That was a nice block.
2:31 to go in the quarter. It's 37-29, Bennington.
Bennington inbounds. Allen gets it into the top to back to Stanley. Stanley with the basketball. He'll drive, kicks it back out to Allen. Allen picked up by Sherbert. Sherbert with the basketball. As they work for a screen. Crossover dribble. And it's stolen away by Friel. Friel dribbles his way up. They wanted to travel, but he was dribbling, guys. T. Yep. Bench warning. So.
Which bench?
Bennington's.
Yeah.
Well,
Not sure what the
Reach-in foul.
Yep. Well, I think they're targeted now, guys. They saw it happen in the JV game, and they saw their bench, and so.
Well, we've seen that happen before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. And once a coach gets targeted, they quiet them down pretty quick. Nice defense by File there on Thomas. Thomas missed the bucket. It was good defense down low. And Watson will get fouled underneath their basket, and he'll go to the line.
Foul Minneapolis number 21, Trayvon Thomas is second, team second. Shooting 2 for Bennington, number 34, Tegan Watson. Check in for Minneapolis number 24, Spencer Davidson. In for Bennington, number 31, Josh Junum.
Rebound by Cooper Berry after the missed free throw. 38-29. Friel with the basketball. Bennington with the lead. Friel drives in, kicks it back to Sherbert. Sherbert to 3. No good. Rebounded by File. Back the other direction. File. Good pass down low. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by Minneapolis. It'll stay with Bennington. Bennington gets it into the top of the key. It goes back on the corner to Allen. Allen looks down low to Juniman. Nice job, Cooper Bear. Oh, great steal by Sherbert. Sherbert back the other direction and can't get the layup, and it comes back the other direction. Great job by Cooper Berry and Sherbert, but it's going to send the big guy to the line. So,
Berry, you're not going to put that up on me, big guy. See if he can shoot free throws, I guess.
Shooting 2 for Bennington, number 31, Josh Junum.
Two-shot foul.
In and out.
Checking in for Bennington,
Pyfo checking in for the Bulldogs.
Also in for Minneapolis, number
Trent
5,
Meckel.
Trent Meckel.
Second shot is no good as well. Rebounded by Spencer Davidson. Back it goes into the hands of Meckel. Meckel to the right-hand side. Back to Sherbert. Sherbert back to Peschel. Peschel has nothing. Has to go back out to Meckel. Meckel has a drive. Ooh, yeah, that's not probably the smartest of plays. And that's going to be Minneapolis basketball. Great hustle by Isaiah Sherbert. And Pyfo both, but
Stepped on the inbound there when he tipped it back in.
38-29, 43 seconds left in the quarter. Meckel with the basketball. Crosses the timeline, gets it to Spencer Davidson. Spencer back out. It goes to Thomas, back to Meckel. Meckel with the basketball, back to Peschel. Yeah, gets it back to Thomas at the top of the key. Thomas can't get it. Gets it back out to Sherbert. Sherbert with the basketball. 8 seconds left. Going to run out of time here. 4 seconds left.
Wow.
Trayvon hadn't taken too many of those.
Trayvon, that's not Trayvon's high percentage shot on that one. And so misses the outside three, and it will in the third quarter at a score of 38-29. So hey, we outscored them, guys.
We'll be back.
Are you sure?
Fourth
No.
quarter action.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
8 apiece.
8 apiece, yeah.
We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Tri-County Classic. Bennington with the lead to start the fourth quarter, 38-29. And Allen will have the basketball. working around, gets it backward to File back to Juneman at the top, back to Allen. Allen works his way back to the top of the key, gets the pass off to Oldham down low. Oh, great job by Devin File, just in the right spot at the right time as he gets the backside rebound back to Minneapolis. Thomas with the basketball. Back it goes to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Sherbert. Sherbert for three. And gets it to fall as he gets the bucket, the three to fall. An 8-point deficit.
That's that three ball we've been looking for the last two games.
Juneman back out to Allen. Allen gets it back to File. File back to Oldham. Oldham on the outside, back to Allen. Allen, we're working around to the top to set this one up. As he will work his way into the paint, gets it back out to Stanley. Stanley drives in and blocked away by Sherbert. And Oldham takes it in. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas comes down with the rebound. 40-32. Back to Brubaker. Brubaker walks with it.
Yeah.
And good call by the official over there.
Which one? The bald one?
Yes.
Bald-headed one?
Yeah. Pick your bald headed.
Hey, watch it.
I was waiting for that to
6:26 left to go in the ball game here. Allen with the basketball goes down to Oldham. Oldham back in the corner to Stanley, back to Allen, back to Oldham. Oldham in the corner to File for a three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Trayvon with a nice rebound down low. 40-32. McCulloch as they work the ball around. Back to Sherbert. Sherbert shot is up, banks it, no good. Rebounded by Stanley, back to File. Still an 8-point deficit, 5:50 left to go. Bennington with the lead and the basketball. Allen takes the quick shot, up, no good, and rebounded by Bulldogs. Oh my goodness, guys, you've got to work in the boards there. Bennington out rebounding us big time down there, and they will get the foul, and at the line will be Allen.
Foul on Minneapolis, number 12, Trent Brubaker. Shooting two is number 5, J.J. Allen.
Free throws up and good.
And for Bennington, number 11, Skylar Pifo.
Pifo checks in for Stanley. Checking in for Minneapolis is Friel and Meckel as they check in for Peschel and Sherbert. Misses the second one, rebounded by Brubaker. Brubaker back the other direction.
We had three guys battling for it. We about lost it.
Yeah, we did. McCulloch with the basketball. Oh, Caden. As he tries to go in the lane with it and can't get it to go, and it will come back the other direction. Allen for three, no good, rebounded by McCulloch. Back it goes to Meckel. Meckel down low to Friel. Oh, great pass, great finish. Nice job by Derek Friel. Great finish by Trayvon Thomas. Mike, that was beautiful.
Well, you got to run the floor, but when you've got eyes that a guy can get you that pass like that, and a nice bucket on the backside. Nice pass from Friel.
I hate to say this, but they're leaving the door open for us.
Yeah.
You have to take advantage of it.
Yeah. We can still get back in this, guys. 41-34. It's a 7-point deficit right now. We'll take a quick break here. Listen to Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right. Welcome back to Minneapolis High School. Dale Leach, Mike Perry, myself, Scott Oshman. Privilege getting to do basketball games with you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me work at my own schedule. So I appreciate that, guys. Bennington will have the basketball as they will bring it down the court. 5 minutes left in this ball game. Bennington up by 7. Minneapolis trying to get back into this. Foul with the basketball. They get it down low to Stanley on the right-hand side. Stanley picked up tight by Meckel. Stanley kicks it back on the outside as they work it around to Foul. Foul with the basketball, crossover dribble. Gets it back in the corner to Pyfo. Pyfo back across court to Oldham. Oldham back to Foul. Bennington trying to work a little clock here as they work it over to Oldham on the right-hand side. Oldham back to Stanley. Stanley back to Foul. Foul back to Pyfo. Juneman on the right-hand side this time. Back it goes to Oldham as they work the ball around. 4:19 left to go. They try and get in the corner. And Bennington just working some clock, guys. So, and Brubaker's going to pick up number 3, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Foul Minneapolis number 12, Trent Brubaker, his third personal. Team foul number 6.
Caden McCulloch check in for Spencer Davidson. Bennington gets to the top to Oldham. Oldham back to Foul as they set this one up. Ball goes to Stanley. Stanley back it goes. As they work the ball around, this time in the hands of Foul. Foul back swings it around to Oldham. Oldham picks up a dribble back to Pyfo. Pyfo back to Oldham. Or excuse me, Foul. Oldham, 3:43 left to go. Bennington working a lot of clock here. Back it goes to Oldham. And travel. Oh, good. Trent Meckel nearly took a charge there. He flopped. And Oldham was up in the air with the basketball and then came back down with the basketball.
Took a minute and a half off the clock.
Yeah, a good choice by
during that possession.
Bennington wisely working the ball around. Minneapolis going to have to score quickly. Thomas in the paint, up no good. And we needed a bucket right there, guys, because they will work the clock. Stanley with the basketball. Guarded by Meckel. And nice job by Trayvon Thomas, stolen away by Friel. Friel back in the paint, up and no good, and Stanley with a rebound. Another, and they lose the ball, and we will keep it. Nice job. Another opportunity missed, though, Mike.
Well, coming up the floor, Derek Friel is going to have to look at his teammates. He is watching himself dribble all the way to the basket. He had 2 teammates on the wing. And you, if you're doing a fast break, you need to get the ball in the middle, and it was there. It just didn't see it.
Trayvon Thomas misses, and Allen's going to tip it out of bounds. Bennington, Dale, you said it. Bennington is leaving the door open for us, but we don't want to walk through it. So, either that or we can't.
We can't walk
we
through
can't
it,
walk through it. One of the two. So, ball inbounds as they get it down low to Thomas. Back out to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Brubaker. Brubaker on the outside. Gets it down low to Thomas. Thomas and tried to throw it across court and it hit the rim. 2:32 left to go in the ball game, 41-34. Pyfo, back it goes to Oldham. Oldham on the outside, back to Allen. Back to McCulloch. Back to Oldham. Oldham, they were working around. And no back.
Call that on the floor.
Yeah.
Foul Minneapolis number 2 by Sherbert. That's his second. Team foul number 6.
Fouls on the floor. Sherbert will inbounds for the, Sherbert with the foul. Allen will inbound. My goodness, guys, I can't talk. They get it into Foul back to Oldham, back to Foul. 2:04 left to go in the ball game. Foul. And they great hustle by Trayvon, but he just can't get to it. Oldham.
1:50 to go.
And gets it back. I'm not sure what. Oh.
Great hustle.
Great hustle by Derek Friel. Minute 41, Friel, great hustle on that one. Bit the floor.
And for Minneapolis, number 4, Derek Pischel.
Pischel comes in for Friel. Oldham to inbounds for the Bulldogs. Brown, wow. And the pass down low. J.J. Allen, great movement by him, guys, to get the ball in his hands. Double teamed to get it down to Oldham. Excuse me, to.
Travel before the three.
Before the three's made, it's a travel. Minute 23, 43 to 34. Bennington with the lead. Sherbert comes out.
Each team with 6 fouls. Timeout.
Timeout called by Bennington. 43-34, 9-point deficit here. As we will take a break. You're listening to Eagle Communication, Channel 20, your voice, the Minneapolis Lions. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the final 123. Bennington with the ball, leading by 9.
They get it into Allen. Allen with the quickness there, goes right by him. And we'll bring it down to set it up. Gets it back to Pifo. Pifo back to Allen.
And we need a foul. Yep, good. Don't wait too much longer.
Yep.
He's going to put him at the line for the 1-on-1.
Number 30, Caden McCulloch, and number 5, Trent Beckel. Shooting 1-on-1 for Bennington, number 5.
Allen only 2 out of 7 from the charity stripe tonight. And it's a 1-on-1 here, so.
And makes it, of course. Second one is up and misses that one, rebounded by McCulloch. 10-point deficit, back up to Thomas. Thomas runs the floor nicely, up and no good, and rebounded by Oldham after the miss. And the pass up and good, so. Juneman with the easy bucket. 12-point deficit and the kick by Oldham.
And for Minneapolis, number 24, Spencer Davidson.
Timeout called by Minneapolis.
Timeout, Minneapolis.
12-point advantage for the Bulldogs. With 45 seconds remaining. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Minneapolis High School. Spencer Davidson, the inbounds for the Lions. 45 seconds left, guys. 12-point deficit. Minneapolis still trying here, just not getting very far, and tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with Minneapolis. Minneapolis has got a couple three-point shooters out there. It's just getting them the basketball. And he gets it into McCulloch, and it's
Banks off the side of the backboard.
Back in for Minneapolis, number 4, Derek Pischel, and number 2, Isaiah Sherbert.
Out of bounds to the Dogs.
Well, I just don't understand that. You've got three-point shooters that are sitting on the bench, and you're needing a 3 on an inbound.
Yep.
Timeout, Bennington. It'll be a 30
Timeout. 30-second timeout called. 46-34. And
Jonah Osham is going to come in. Mike and I were just
So he's got some long arms, which help him. So Pifo to inbounds.
Foul on Minneapolis number 11, Derek Creel, his second team.
That's a quick one.
Coming in for Minneapolis number 30, Caden McCauley. Shooting one-on-one for Bennington, number 22, Devin Pyle. Also coming back in for Minneapolis, number 5, Trent Meckel.
Meckel comes out. That was a nice 3 seconds by Joe. So
Count short letter.
yeah. So foul makes the first one. 47-34, 42 seconds left. Second one is up, and it's good, makes them both. So Bennington seniors just outdid us tonight, guys. Friel. Brubaker for 3, no good. Rebounded by Oldham.
Foul Minneapolis number 5, Trent Meckel, his first, team's 9th. Shooting one-on-one for Bennington, number 13, Will Oldham.
Oldham at the line.
Plays a little taller than 6'2".
He does. Nice job by Sherbert to battle for that loose ball. Gets it away from Juneman. He'll take the 3, no good, and rebounded by Oldham. Back to File. That was probably wise because he probably would have just dunked it.
Yeah.
So
Foul Minneapolis number 30, Caden McCauley. That's his 4th, 10th team foul. Shooting 2 for Bennington,
So,
number 5, J.J. Allen.
J.J. Allen at the line, 48-34. As he will go to the line here to shoot 2. No good on the first one. There's another one coming here. Shot is up and makes that one.
4 out of 11.
It was not his strong suit. Brubaker takes it all the way in.
Snuck past Juneman there.
Number 12, Trent Brubaker.
No foul on him.
And that's your ball game. Bennington wins 49-36.
36.
And that's 3 games in a row, the Bulldogs over Minneapolis. That's the first time they've been able to get a streak that long since 1926.
Wesleyan University against Halstead. Varsity girls will be at 3 o'clock and the varsity boys will be at 4:45.
So Minneapolis now plays tomorrow night at
Will be Solomon versus Bennington.
Navy Arena.
in the arena at Kansas Wesleyan. So
Thank you all.
we'll take a real quick break and we'll be back with some stats. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back.
Welcome back as the Dogs of Bennington, the Bulldogs, sweep the Lions here tonight.
In the varsity match.
Yep, in the varsity match.
Yep.
That's all that counts in this game.
Well, hey, but you look at the future, and we beat them in the JV match. So,
we did.
so hey, in overtime.
Scoring tonight for Minneapolis, Caden McCulloch had 3 points. Trayvon Thomas, one of the bright spots of the evening. Trayvon had 16 points. Trent Brubaker had 9. Isaiah Sherbert had 3. Derek Fischel had 3. Derek Friel had 2. And Minneapolis was still 0 for 5 from the charity stripe. For Bennington, Allen had 12 points. Stanley had 9. Oldham had 2. Seems like he had more than that. But
Yeah,
man,
he really did.
He had a lot of rebounds for sure. He's double figures rebounds, I'll bet. File had 9 points. And the big guy, Juneman, 6'10", parked himself where he needed to be, under the basket, scores 12. We just couldn't defend him when he gets the ball down that low. 6'10",
And he probably he had 12, and there's probably at least 12 points that we didn't score.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
He did.
Because of him.
Had a half dozen block shots plus 6 or 8 good rebounds as well. Watson had 2, and Shipley off the bench had 3. Round out the scoring for Bennington. Final score?
49 to 36 in unison. So, well, guys, they're gonna. There's some potential with this team, guys. There is.
Yep.
They're just gonna have to. They're gonna have to figure out to play together as a team.
Got to continue to grow.
Yep. So.
Be another tough task for them again tomorrow night, but you got to keep grinding and going.
Yep.
Well, with that, we're going to sign off. Hope you've enjoyed watching the games. Thanks as always for having us in your home. Dale Leach.
Scott Oshman.
And Mike Perry.
Going to sign off. Good night, folks.